I'm going to portray Dwayne as the devil with all these horns coming out of his head. And, Stacey's going to have the angel wings behind her.
Something physical that you can do to help yourself, because what you need is grounding, especially right now, is to just take your shoes off and walk outside for a little while and ground yourself with the earth.
Yeah, let it go, just let it go, let it flow. Because with you having air, and you said Libra and Gemini, you guys are like the zodiac of the thinkers, so you're probably thinking of a million things and trying to be, and then you got Virgo, you really have it bad. I feel so sorry for you guys.
Well, luckily I have no need for money. I live on love.
Oh, aren't you lucky?
You know what? Well, the last time I went to a restaurant and tried to pay with love, I got kicked out.
I was gonna say I pay with love too, but love is the tip.
Yeah, well, she will find out. She will know that you messed with her. She will find out exactly what you did and why, because she will know if you're lying or not. She will plot her revenge, and then she will execute that revenge.
But more in a more polite way, because I'm still soft and hard.
She'll be like, "Oh, bless your heart."
Kindness is the new currency. Then our AI can be fucking kind to us.
You're making sure the robots like you. You're like, in 10 years they're gonna.
You know what? She thinks she's slick, Dwayne. She's gonna be the protected queen of the cyborg.
I will be 100%.
Even if it's giving you days, I'm like, you have to start doing what you need to do by now.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you gotta question me and ask me this, don't be mad at what I have to say, because I might, give you truth.
To the left.
I've been working with you for 2.5 years, and every excuse every week is Mercury retrograde.
Because we're always in one.
Yeah. The time to start saying, I want this, I want that. And not even to say I want. I keep forgetting to tell people.
I have.
I am. Thank you for gratitude for already having what it is that you desire.
And thank you, universe, bring me more.
Hey, you guys, and welcome back to another In the Stars with Dwayne, and of course our Black Feather intuitive Stacey. And watching the opener, if you got to see that whole thing, you see how freaking amazing we are. I mean, we really have a great show here. We don't hold shit back.
Oh my God, Dwayne! I get
saying fuck. I love it.
The only thing that's wrong when the show starts is Dwayne always says you're here and he never mentions me. Ever.
You know what? I'm always forgetting that because you're not on the screen. I always think you want to be behind the scenes. Ladies and gentlemen, with all due respect, with the most humility, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for Keone Stevens. That's as I always say, Keone is the Black Andy Cohen, and he has got all of these shows on Keone Productions. And ours is obviously the top of the heap, but there's many of us. I'm just kidding. We're way down there, but because we talk about things that some people just can't handle. But you know what? Fuck them, right?
Sure.
Ooh, Jesus, coming out hot.
It's just taking a big dive from we have a great show and we're awesome to fuck y'all.
No, people love that kind of shit, believe me. And they're sitting on their toilet right now. What do they give a shit? Literally.
That thought, actually, I've never thought that before, but that disturbs me that someone could be sitting, because that's what I do, is I got my phone with me everywhere I go. And it's I can't take, 30 seconds to pee without being attached to my phone. And now that I'm thinking about that, that's kind of creepy that everybody is on their toilet watching the show.
I'm wondering if anybody goes to the bathroom without their phone anymore. It's amazing.
I don't know, but it's sad.
Well, now,
sad affairs.
So we are in this spot right now astrologically. Are you feeling the shift? I felt it over the last 2 days.
Oh, yeah. I've been really looking forward to our show today to pick your brain about a lot of things. I know that it's been eclipse season. We got through the lunar eclipse, which was really intense, and then the partial solar eclipse, which, being a Virgo and it being an eclipse in Virgo, I feel like it's actually kind of helped me a little bit. But yeah, there's a huge shift. And from one day to the next, I'm going to say from 1 minute to the next, I don't know whether I'm happy about it or I'm fucking pissed. Like, I don't know. Is that normal?
Well, yeah, it is, because you're a Virgo. And you just went through this like roller coaster of astrological and astronomical crap pulling you in different directions, and now this is like a big like dump. The last 2 days was like a big dump. Everybody should feel so good right now, especially the earth signs and the water signs, like, it's really it's been a cleansing thing, and that's what this summer was about. The last 3 months have been all about figuring out, cleansing, getting rid of stuff. This is now the time where it's done. This is the end of the prep, and now we're going in for the colonoscopy. You know what I mean? Like, now it is time.
You know what? Like, I'm going to say to you, I don't think I've ever been so happy for a colonoscopy in my life. Like, that's what this feels like.
Astrological colonoscopy, which, by the way, is also the name of our new band, ladies and gentlemen. So if you ever want to hear a great show. Now,
oh my God. Okay, well, Dwayne, let me go a little bit off script, and I'm wondering if you would be open to me pulling a card first before you give us all the deets on what's coming up, because I just feel like October, like, obviously we're at the end of September here, and we've got one more week, and then we're moving into October. I feel like I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I feel like there's going to be a lot of like high highs and low lows. And I just want to kind of see, I've got a really cool tarot deck today, the Flight of the Butterfly Tarot.
Wow,
I actually meant to grab a different deck called She's Wilderness, which is great because it's all about the divine feminine. And I thought that's what I grabbed, but I didn't. So apparently we need some butterfly love going on.
If
but
there's nobody in your will yet for all of these cards, can you put me in there?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I count them out. I've got 317 decks right now, and
See,
I've got
I would love to be considered. Yeah, I would love to be considered for your collection.
Yes, absolutely. You're in there. So look at this, guys. We pulled the death card for this October coming up, and this makes a lot of sense to me because I have been feeling like there's something coming, but I haven't been able to put my finger on it. And I often talk about like that fear and dread energy. There are a lot of times when I wake up in the morning and for no rhyme or reason, I just have fear and dread. And it's not because there's anything that I'm particularly anxious about. It's not that there's anything bad or wrong going on in my life or in my world at that time. But it's almost like sometimes it's like the sixth sense, it's the spideys that are going off saying, hey, prepare yourself. There's something coming up in the collective. But other times there's no rhyme or reason for it. You just have this like 40 days of fucking fear and dread. And so pulling the death card makes a lot of sense for me and brings me a lot of comfort because I feel like when you said the shift, have you felt the shift? I feel like the death card is basically acknowledging what you said. I also feel like we're going to be getting a lot of like when I'm looking at this card, it's like the sunset. So I feel like there are a lot of sunsets right now, and I feel like that's kind of what you were referring to about the releasing. Like we're having a lot of sunsets, but think about the sunset. You want to honor the sunset. You want to acknowledge it. It's something beautiful. I'm being shown in my mind's eye those old Lifesavers commercials. Do it again, Daddy. Where you have the little lifesaver in your mouth and you experience the sunset, right? The sunset brings about the time, the nighttime and the time to reflect and to rest up. But then I also feel when I'm looking at this card and the energies of October, I also feel like October is a month to get some shit going. And And I feel this extreme polarity. Like the sunset is great and wonderful and acknowledge it and yay, and you're supposed to rest. But at the same time, I feel like you're going to be reflecting at night and resting at night, but your brain's going to be going 57,000 miles an hour because 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock when you wake up, you're going to be a house on fire because you got 15 different things that you need to initiate. So I feel like everyone this month really needs to prioritize your self-care, prioritize the rest, prioritize, and in fact schedule into your day-to-day time to just take a chill pill, like to just not be connected to anything else but self and source, even if it's 20 minutes a day. I don't know, but there's something about this that I feel like that's going to be our saving grace. Acknowledgement of what we're saying goodbye to, but also the self-care and prioritizing that, because there are going to be a lot of initiations. And I know that's very Aries, and I don't think Aries plays a part in this month's astrology in any particular way, but there's that initiatory energy. So help a girl out, Dwayne. What the hell?
Well, the moon is going to be in Aries, but not till October 17th. But I know exactly what you're saying, because that fear and dread is exactly what I was talking about. And in fact, today I was with somebody who was going through something, and I said, whenever you get that fear, dread, worry, you have to imagine that there are like 4 buttons in your head. It's a green one, a blue one, a yellow one, and a red one. And the red one is that horrible fear and dread and understand what it is. And then there's a blue one that releases chemicals into your body that lets you relax and says, no, everything's fine, and it supports you. And we started doing it, and it's been great. So, and I'm doing it too. But it's that time of year, astrologically, it's all about seeing the beauty in whatever is happening. So seeing the beauty in whatever you might term as bad or not good in your life. What's the beauty behind it? Are you looking for a job? You can't find one. Maybe that's because if you got tied down with a certain job that you don't really like, the one that's coming very soon wouldn't have room in your life. And so that's what Libra is all about right now. And after all of this turmoil for the last month and a half, emotional ups and downs, it's such a nice thing. And then when we get to Scorpio, we have a little bit more of that, but it's a little bit more mysterious and fun.
Yeah, I could use some mysterious and fun, but you're right.
We have a guest.
All right, let's see what we got.
Winthrop, open the door, please.
He's in. We got guests at the doors a little early. Hey, but guys, if you are watching, if you'd like a horoscope, just put your birthday and month in the chat. Please do not put the year. If you'd like guidance or reading, also put that as well. And our live guest is named Lamarcus. Let's go ahead and get him on now.
I like a 3-syllable
I think
name.
Lamarcus fell.
Uh-oh.
I just saw his head. Hey, Lamarcus, can you hear us, Lamarcus?
Oh, there he is.
I did.
That's your color, Lamarcus.
I don't know. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Purple. It's my favorite color.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that looks so nice.
Thank you.
All right,
Marcus, if you'd like,
I know I'm behind, so I'm trying to catch up on here.
Oh, I got you. You got a delay. So since you're the first one on, anybody that's on first, we give them the ability to get everything. So if you give Dwayne your birth month and day, he'll give you a horoscope. And if you'd like guidance or a reading from Stacy, she may sometimes give you both. She's an intuitive. She just goes with the flow, and then she'll give you that. Okay.
Okay. All right. Sounds great. My birthday is April 17th, and let's do a love reading.
Okay, cool. Well, so you are an Aries, which means that you are bold, fiery, very much like a me first kind of energy, which can be very strong. And in this time of October and Libra, it's love. It's all about the planet Venus. And so you can look for people who are open to truth, open to authenticity. that's what's going to be your most, that should be a good
Mm,
guiding place for you, because
mm.
they will understand when you have that energy of kind of like, let me get this done or whatever. They understand that it's the true you and they don't hate it. Now someone born in October may not be the ideal partner because they would be a Libra. Now, of course, as I always say, people's signs are not just their sun sign, it's your rising, your moon. So you have to do your whole chart to find this out. But just for general purposes, a Libra might find you to be too pushy, or might find you to be too domineering in a way. And you may not even see yourself that way, because you may see yourself as very um, kind of like laid back and that kind of thing. But sometimes Aries don't realize they have such power and such energy around them. But of course, again, that depends on your rising
Yeah.
and your power color is red. And so if you wear red and say go out to somewhere where you might meet a single person, or friends that may have a single friend or that kind of thing, wear red, because that's going to put you in the best position, astrologically. And then remember that whole thing. And when we get into November, it's going to be more Scorpio season, so you could hurt people's feelings even more on the spectrum of people who are very sensitive. So, this is something that goes for 2 months. And then when you get to December, you're home free. You can say whatever the hell you want because it's Sagittarius, and that's what I'm a Sagittarius. That's what we do.
Oh gosh.
So, but yes, Sagittarius is actually a good
Oh,
sign for you.
fire signs.
Aquarius,
Let's go.
yeah,
Let's go.
Aquarius is good. You and Leo are better probably friends than romantic partners. So like if you have a friend who's a Leo, you'll be like, God, I wish I knew how to like date this person, but it doesn't seem to work out because it's two similar kind of like energies. But yeah, I would say go for anybody who's an Aquarius, a Sagittarius. Now, once in a while, you also seem to me to have kind of a water energy too. So that you may have better luck in November in that area, even though now is the romantic time. Now you may meet people.
Cancer rising.
Oh, Cancer, there you go. That's the water sign. So what this month is really going to be about for you is going to be maybe going on multiple, even
And Virgo moon.
Oh, geez. So you're practical and emotional and fiery and ready to go. So you've got all of these different things battling each other. So your best bet is to go with the water, I think, because the water is gonna activate your intuition, and that's what you really need when you're dating people is intuition. Not how do they look, not how are we gonna be together, none of that. It's more like what does my gut tell me? And sometimes the people that you feel that gut intuition love for is not necessarily the person you would pick out in a lineup of sexy people. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's they have less of what you're looking for, but they have more of what you need. And so that's the feeling right now I'm getting for the Libra kind of time for an Aries, especially with those two opposing signs coming around, and then really hyping it up in November, but then relaxing in December. So I hope that gives you
Yeah.
something good to think about and look forward to.
Okay. Okay.
So, Lamarcus, I'm
Yeah, it,
getting
it it shines a light on a lot of what I've been feeling lately, actually, because that's what I've been connecting with a lot more.
Good. Yeah, so you're in tune with what's going on.
He's got a delay. He didn't mean to cut you off, Stacey.
Yeah, I think it's about a six or 7 second delay.
okay. So, Lamarcus, what I'm getting for you moving into this Libra season is actually that you're going to want to be really discerning. I feel like someone from your past that is going to be coming up that is going to be kind of niggling, like the example I'll give is like just when you finally have moved on from that ex and you're ready to move into somebody else, something with somebody else, that ex
Hmm.
comes back and says something that gets your emotions all stirred up again. So I feel like you want to be really cautious about who you're letting into your space. That ex, maybe it's time to block that ex or to have their their stuff go into a different folder so that you don't have to look at it during this leap season. And I also feel like this discernment is also going to take you into a space and a place this month where, and maybe this is something that you were talking about, Dwayne, with him too, but it's like, it's almost like a feast or famine. Like it's an all or nothing kind of thing. You're going to have somebody that checks off all the boxes and there's just so much like connection and connectivity and all the rest of it that it's almost too much for you. Or it's going to be crickets on the other side. I almost feel like with you, there's going to be a little bit of 1 minute you're anxious and the next minute you're avoidant. And I said with love, because I understand that myself, but that's kind of the energy of what I'm getting. So when you're asking about reading, I want to say to you, be really discerning and be really present with how you're feeling in that moment each day, because every day is going to be different. And I want to say the way you wake up in the morning might be different than the way that you are in the afternoon and the way that you're going to be when you want to go out and, connect or have a little fun. So you really want to make sure that you're present with yourself and seeing what's coming up and coming through. I promise I did pull a card for you here. I got the 5 of Wands. So this makes a lot of sense based on what I was picking up on, because 5 of Wands is focus or scattered energies. And that's kind of the energy of what I'm getting for you, is that 1 minute you're really focused and the next minute you're so scattered that you're like, I don't want to have anything to do with you or this, or like all of this is too much. Stop the world. I want to get off. So I feel like when we're talking about love reading, it's not saying that this is going to be a bad time for you in terms of, connection or relationship. What I want to say to you is be really discerning. Get clear on what it is that you want, what it is that you will stand for, and what it is that you will not stand for. And then check in with yourself. Because I would love to be able to say to you, it's everybody else that's going to drive you nuts. But no, it's you. And I feel like that's going to be the challenge, is there's some restlessness, there's some disruption that I feel is coming up for you this month. And I don't know if that has anything to do with the astrology or not. Just feeling like you've got some irons in the fire. You've got some things that you want to do and places that you want to go. And those are the things that are going to be coming up in your space, probably at some like inopportune times, right? Where you're like, I thought I wanted to go out and have fun tonight, but now I'd rather, like I got this job interview, or I've got this amazing idea that I need to, sort of focus on. And now I'm on this date and I'd rather be anywhere else but here. And it's not about the other person. It's about what's going on inside of me. So your word for this month is discernment. Really discern and tune in, even if it's, like I said, multiple times a day, just to see where you're at, because I feel like things are going to fluctuate and it's not bad. And you're not, you might feel like you're losing your shit. You're not. I feel like it's just restlessness is coming up because there are some foundational things that you're needing to put in place before you can skyrocket to where it is that you want to go. So focus versus scattered energy. Hope that helps.
And that's right in line with the intuition. That's exactly what I was saying. Your intuition will tell you when someone feels good.
Okay.
That's right. That kind of thing.
Great. So now LaMarcus is not going to return any of my text.
Okay. This delay, I'm gonna try to fix this delay, but so I don't know if anyone's talking. I hope I'm not interrupting anybody. However,
no, we were just
I am into astrology and everything. So everything y'all are saying, I totally get it. And so what I've been feeling lately is really to be in tune more with my emotions. And that's something I've been working on for the past, like maybe 2 years. And I've seen fruits of my labor. And I really resonate with what y'all said earlier about this month being a month of big transformation, possibly, whether that's good or bad. And that feeling of something, you're not sure exactly what, but things are changing behind the scenes and you're not sure what it is, but you have the faith and you're still moving forward and waking up and doing the things that you have to do to create or co-create, I would say. And I don't know if y'all use the universe, God, whatever you
Yes.
want to say. As long as you're getting up and doing what you need to do to co-create the life that you want and see for yourself, then that's all you have to do. That's what I've been told, or that's what I've like figured out through, my own ways of divination. Um, all I hear in my head, keep on going. Just get up and keep on going.
Love
Yeah,
it.
that's very
And yes, the discernment, 100%.
Yeah. I'm hearing Dory, Finding Dory. Just keep swimming, 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 swimming. I mean, that's how we feel most of the time, right? It's like,
Yeah.
throw my hands up. I don't know what the fuck's going on, so I'm just going to keep going in this direction and hope that the current takes me, to the right shore at this
You,
point.
you, you know what, Stacey? I like that. Just go and swim, because sometimes people feel like they're just treading water in that same
Yeah.
spot and you're not going anywhere. And
Yes.
it's like, don't be scared. Pick a direction and start
Mm,
swimming. I can't swim, so I'm just fucked. So it's okay. But just pick a direction and start going. Lamarcus, thank you
Yeah.
for being on. Thank you for taking the advice. And
not you can't
uh,
swim.
make sure you become a permanent watcher of the episode. We
Of
are
course,
here
thanks
the
for the
last
invite.
Wednesday of every month, 8
Tell your
6
friends.
p.m. All right. Thank you, Lamarcus.
You know what, Dwayne, you're making
Yep.
Yep.
The
All
the
right.
delay is actually fun and funny
it's
sometimes.
hilarious, but you just make
It's
me think of like back in the day when like you had that mother in the neighborhood that was like, go and tell your friends to come. We've got the party. It's going to be at such and such. Go and tell your
We're
friends.
having
so
lasagna.
look,
We're having cannoli. All kinds of
this
great stuff.
this Monday, Lisette on her show, she said, "So if you want to watch, if you're watching, go tell your neighbor to watch." I said, "Lisette, don't get people to go knock on the next door neighbor's door. Say, hey,
No,
watch this YouTube show." And be like, if you don't get off my porch, all
no,
right.
we talked
Um,
about the Seventh Day Adventists and the Mormons, the Latter Day Saints coming knocking on the door.
I'm a Mormon. The more men, the better.
It's okay about the day. The Grand Lamb Gaming. I didn't realize was Lamarcus earlier when he said he's guarantees he wasn't on the toilet. Amanda, I got you. I do want to get Takaya because she's new, so I want to make sure that we get her. Takaya, she said she's new. It's her first time watching. I believe it's a she. It may be a he. No, it's the picture is a he. Um, and they would like a general reading. They are new here. A general reading.
And when
What do
is
we?
your birthday?
While we're figuring that out,
All right.
Stacy, what are you feeling for
Okay. Yeah, so I'll go
Takaya
first.
official?
Perfect.
So nice to have you on the show. Welcome to Kaya. And I feel like October Libra season is actually bringing about a lot of mental gymnastics for you. And I feel like it's going to be really important for you to determine who is worthy and deserving of the investment of your time and your energy. Some of those mental gymnastics are important because I feel like they're connected to you trying to connect the dots in regards to a goal that you're trying to have come to fruition. And I feel like you're on the precipice of that. So some of that mental gymnastic stuff that I'm tapping into is going to be fantastic. And you're going to need to push everything to the side in order to be able to kind of do that work and maybe even like sketch or draw out what you're witnessing, what you're seeing in your mind's eye, mind mapping. There's probably a better term for that. So forgive me if I'm, using ancient terms, but it's just what's coming into my brain. But there's also this energy of, I feel like people like coming in and like encroaching on your time, your energy, your space, encroaching on things that you've already laid a boundary on. And I feel like this month, it's really going to be important for you to honestly, it's like not your circus, not your monkeys. Like maybe you don't even have to have the conversation at all. Like if you've already established the boundary and you already told your best friend, I'm not available on Wednesday because I've got this, amazing show that I'm going to watch. Leading into Dwayne's. Dwayne's spiel at the beginning. I'm just playing around. But like, okay, I've got shit to do on Wednesday, so like any other day I'm available, but Wednesday. And then your best friend is like, "Oh my god, we're going to this fantastic, come on." And you're like, "Motherfucker, are you kidding me?" Like, I told you any other day than Wednesday. So like, if you already had the convo, you don't have to have the convo again. You just simply don't reply, right? Or you simply say, thanks, but I'm not going to be able to go. Well, why not? I told you why. I've already, sort of explained myself. So I feel that there's going to be a little exasperation that you're going to experience when you're interacting with people this month. But let's just see what the card has to say for you. Oh, I love this. Okay, Princess of Swords. So in this deck, Princess of Swords is the Page of Swords. And I feel like that's exactly what it is. You need time to do the mental math, the mental gymnastics, the mental imagining, the expansion in that mental space. And sometimes you can be curious with somebody else, and sometimes you just can't. And so I'm not saying you're going to be antisocial all month or all season. I don't feel that you're going to be antisocial at all, but I do feel like you are going to have these moments where you're going to recognize that you need to have time to do all this work up here. Because if it doesn't get done during Libra season, and I want to say Libra season goes until like the 21st or the 22nd, so you don't even have the full month to play around, right? Like, you got to have it done within that window of time. And I don't know why I'm seeing that for you, but I'm seeing that for you. If it's not done, you're going to regret it on the other side, because there are going to be 2 opportunities that you're going to end up having to allow pass you by, because you won't have had the time or the setup to be able to lean in and say yes to it. So allow yourself to be a little more curious, set boundaries for yourself this month, and do those mental gymnastics, whatever they are, because I feel like that's setting you up for major success that's going to be coming towards the end of this month. And you want to be able to say yes to it. Hope that makes some sense. Dwayne, dive on in.
Well, Stacey, are you sure that's not the Lenny Kravitz card that you had pulled just now?
Oh, my dear God. Dwayne.
That's Lenny Kravitz, ladies and gentlemen.
That looks nothing. Now,
Oh,
if
no,
you would have
I'm sorry.
said I forget her name, the girl, the woman from Fast and Furious, but she's also in Dungeons of Dragons. I
Oh,
cannot remember her name. Yeah,
Rodriguez.
right. That would have been a perfect thing. But Lenny Kravitz just means your eyesight's getting bad.
Well, I know that. I should be wearing my glasses.
Dwayne, Amanda would love a horoscope, and her birthday is May 1st.
Ooh, a Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Well, the Taurus thing is all about self-care, and translation, that means you don't really need to buy the emotional support candle, but you do anyway, because you're like, I need this candle to make me feel better. And so the best thing for you to do is just to allow your luxuries to kind of flow this season. This is, you and Libra are both ruled by the planet Venus, which is the planet of beauty, aesthetic beauty, general beauty, soul beauty, all of the beauty stuff. And so if you feel like maybe going out and going shopping for a couple of things that maybe you shouldn't buy, but you're like, what the hell is going to make me feel good? Go for it. That's what it's all about right now for you, Taurus. And the other thing to keep in mind is that using those things and really allowing yourself to not feel bad about it is what gives you and allows other joy to come in. So especially this part of the season. Now, next season in more November, which we'll talk about then more, but you are going to go into more of a friend mode where you're going to need to be there for some people. Like, there's going to be some things going on and you're going to be the rock. So enjoy this, next month or so of just beauty and great things happening. Your power color is pink, and pink sometimes is the color that Tauruses hate the most. So there is an alternate. The blue and orange combination is a perfect one for Taurus as well. I have no idea why, but it just turns out that way. Blue and orange together gives you a lot of power. So keep that in mind. And finally, protect your throat, especially the next 2 months. That's your part of the body, and that means you're most susceptible. And I don't know what climate you live in, but no matter what it is, things are going to start changing, and you really need to protect your throat because that's where it all starts for you and ends. So that's, I think, the astrological side of things. So I really think that you have some good, about 30 days of really good stuff happening. And on the 17th, when we get that Aries moon, that's a time to just, I don't know if it's a party or just going out with your friends or whatever it is, but make the most of that right in the center of October. So good luck with that.
Love that.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a really fun time that she's got coming ahead. And a lot of people do. The only people that really seem to be having any kind of like turmoil at this time of the year can be sometimes the earth signs. Because this is a very unearthly time of year. It's an air time, and it's very romantic. It's very, and the earth signs are like, come on, give me a frickin' break, like Jesus Christ. We got bills to pay. We got shit to do over here, that kind of thing. So they don't love it.
I up and down all the time because I've got the Virgo sun, but then I'm Gemini moon and Libra rising. So I'm the earth and the air all at the same time. And so then sometimes I am in a more romantical mood and want to shoot the shit and, have these wonderful long conversations and great connections. And other times I'm like, fuck, I just need to stay home and clean my shit. Like that's what I need to do. I don't care what else is going on in the world, but I need to clean my shit.
Exactly. I'm the same way. I'm fire with earth rising and fire moon. So I have a lot of fire, which makes me want to go. But then there's times when the earth just makes me want to sit down, not see anybody, just leave me alone. I got stuff to do,
Yeah, I've been in that for 2 months now. This is going on almost 3 months. So July was a month where I actually got really sick. So that's kind of what kicked it off, is that I was sick and I didn't really want to, I couldn't really go out, to be honest. I would go out every once in a while. And then August, I was like, fuck that. I just don't want to see people. I don't want to deal with people. I'm going to get my groceries delivered. Like, I just can't cope. And then I was really hoping that this month would be a little bit different. Yeah. I've had like pockets, but I want to say to you, like, I've gone out, I think, twice in this month, like, to see people and to do things. I've had fun both times that I've done that, but then like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't understand that. I don't want this to become a habit.
Yeah, well, I was in the same kind of thing. This past month was just rough. My friends knew it. So for the past 6 nights, I've been out every night because a different friend takes me and says, we want you to get out of the house. We don't want you to be so depressed and sad and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. And it really does help, like 7 or 8 drinks and a really fun time.
Numbing out, definitely like the way to go, right?
Yeah, like it's been so much fun. And if you can stay out of the hole, you're fine.
I wouldn't even be able to function. I can function after 3. Like, I'm like lost after 3.
Well, I didn't drink for 15 years because I was with somebody who was an alcoholic, and so I was like, I don't need to drink. And then when we broke up, and now they're sober for years, went to rehab and all that, whatever. But I started drinking a few years ago, and I said, as long as I can drink responsibly, and now I've really worked my way up to where I can have a few drinks and I don't get all messed up and I'm like, it's a nice feeling, and I've never had a problem with it. So it's not like it's an issue for me. I think it's a fun, good thing if you can handle it,
Oh, absolutely. My thing is, and I don't like drinking a lot of water, so I have to force myself to do it. But I do try to drink at least a half a cup of water in between each glass of wine. And then I do need to have like a little something in my belly. If I don't have something in my belly, and then if I'm mixing, oh my God, like I have to do white wine first and then red wine, or I have to do champagne first and then I can go to my red wine. I can't do champagne, toast at the end of the night. It literally makes me, I'm like, what the hell?
You have to follow the rhymes, like wine, liquor, never sicker, liquor, wine, you'll be fine, white and red, or you'll be dead, that kind of stuff. So, but it is that time of year, and we're getting toward the holidays, and as soon as it gets cool out on the East Coast, everybody's like, "Let's have a party." So, and then Halloween,
I'm actually really excited. I'm celebrating a year. It was a year on the 17th of September that I landed in Phoenix. So I've been here now officially a full year. I can't even believe it. And everyone was like, yeah, you just wait. You think it's great. You wait until you get through a full summer, a Phoenix summer. And I'm like, well, I got through it. Bring it on. Like, let's do
116 degrees.
Yes, and everyone's like all excited for the cooler weather, and like people are buying jeans and stuff, and I'm like, it's still 95. Like, why do we have to pretend? Like, why do you need to put jeans on and sweat your ass off? I don't understand.
People are crazy. It's so funny, but you know what? That's funny because I moved in September last year too. So I moved away from where I was, and I've been back on the East Coast for a year or two now.
That's right, because you were in Ohio,
I was
right?
in Cleveland, yeah. Yeah, so now it's been a year. I can't believe it. It goes by so quickly, and I'm so happy where I live. So it's just really nice that everything has changed, and and I feel what we were talking about earlier, that dread and that fear. I just felt 2 days ago that switch over where everything got lighter, like everything really felt airy, as opposed to so heavy with the Earth of Virgo. Everything was so heavy and serious, and like everything needed to be dotted I's and all this shit. And now it's kind of like, oh no, let's just think about beautiful things, even if shit's not, even if you're whatever, just think nice thoughts, and then we'll get to Scorpio and we're like, what do I feel? Why do I feel this way?
God, dude, like, welcome to my world. I agree with you. And I do feel that there is for me, I have a little bit of both. Like, I can have the rainbows and butterflies after I have the holy fuck balls, what is going on? And I can't put my finger on it, and I oscillate, from day to day. I swear to God, like, I feel sometimes like I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I really, and it's not even that I'm not grounded, because I've been doing this a long time. I know the grounding, I know the process, I know the things I have to do. I'm always in the clouds. So like, I know how to protect myself in those ways. Doing the things that I know protect me and all the rest of it, it doesn't matter. It's not making a difference. So I'm glad that we're in this, rainbows and butterflies. I'll take it. I'll take it.
And another thing that you should take, which and everybody in here should.
Oh God, I'm scared. I'm scared. Look, me and Stacy both got scared. As soon as he started that, me and Stacy both. No, pause. Just hold on for a second, because I can't misplace the reaction.
Why does everybody have to ruin my fucking jokes all the
Stacey,
time? Why?
Because you two have been especially potty mouth today. I don't know if I'm watching the astrology show or am I watching Right or Wrong with Colodro and Vic, the New Yorkers, on our channel. We have literally
astrology today, Keone. It's a fun day.
But we have an announcement. Okay, we have an announcement.
We have the fairy magic even. Now I'm really excited.
Well, we don't have Dwayne magic, but we have broken the record today for how many times we've said the F word on this show.
Oh my God, we are so funny. Well, fuck it up.
Sir, can you do me a favor and make a phone call for me?
When you get to the jail.
Oh, kiss my ass in front of Macy's at high noon.
That's how we're feeling today. That is exactly how we're feeling today.
Oh my God.
I love you guys.
I'm like, okay, what's the announcement? I'm really excited about the announcement. And then it's that. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that actually surprises me.
To catch up with the Chat to KO official, thank you for being a first-time watcher today. The Grand Lamb Gaming, thank you for coming on live, LaMarcus. I didn't know you were the same person, but we figured it out. I must go, but I'll be here next time. And he said to Dwayne's drinking story, we love a good responsible drinking story. Yes, we do. I also love the ones that aren't responsible, as long as they don't end in tragedy and death. Okay. And then Amanda for her reading, her horoscope said, "So funny you mentioned the throat. Currently battling a small cold." You guys be knowing these things. I swear, everybody, they have cameras in all of our homes.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't.
Stacy,
It's magic, I'm telling you.
the Black Feather Intuitive and Dwayne, because she's already mentioned, you saw it in the intro, that she's queen of the cyborgs. So she is tapped into AI. Dwayne is her underling, and they know everything that's going on in our lives. Because how many times are they getting things spot on? It's scary.
I wish I could do that shit in my own life.
Stacy's year-end reviews are coming up, by the way, and everyone that I know that does a year-end review of her are scared to death because she maps out their entire year next year, and she gets everything right, and they're scared to death. Speaking of year-end reviews, when we come back from this promo, Stacy, tell us when that's going to ramp up, and Dwayne, make sure if you've got a comedy schedule or something coming up over the holidays, let us know. But we're going to preview another one of Stacy's segments that you can watch on YouTube at the Black Feather Intuitive YouTube channel, and especially when you're looking at her Black Feather Couture collection, Divining a VIP Life. Here is a look into one of her segments. It's getting hot in here.
It is our energy temperature check. Where are we at energetically in the collective? Are we mild, medium, hot, or extra spicy? It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
I want my temperature check. Oh my God, that's weird. She says, take off all your clothes, and then I say, I want my temperature check. I don't believe that was supposed to be cut that way.
Like, people are gonna think it's like a sex show.
I
Meanwhile,
know.
tapping into
All
the
I
energy.
can think is rectal thermometer.
Hey, what do they say? Sex sells, baby. Sex sells.
Yep.
But yeah, talking about my totally random. Talking about my year in preview, it's funny that you brought that up because it just hit me the other day, Keone, that I was like, holy fuck, we are actually in September.
Yeah.
October is my October is my month to prep everything for the next 3 months because
Mhm.
November through to the end of January and a little bit into February, it's like chaos. Like, I'm fully booked and like just doing readings all the time and like don't have time or space or energy for anything else. So it's funny that you brought that up too. Yeah, I do. It's called Your Year in Preview, and I also have Your Year in Transformation, and those will be coming out. It starts December 1st and goes through to January 31st. But I'm going to give you a hot little tip, seeing as how it's getting hot in here. If you join my completely free Black Feather community, you're going to be able to book your session a little sooner than December 1st. So it doesn't cost you anything to join. It's free forever. There's stuff you can buy in there in my membership community if you want, but there's a lot of stuff that is free and goes on every month. So if you want to get in a little bit earlier and find out what your 2026 is going to be like, what I do is I pull a card for every single month of the year. And I tune in and I say it's like psychic diarrhea. I just give you what it is that I'm getting for that month. And, sometimes it's career based, sometimes it's love based, sometimes it's transformational based, personal stuff. I mean, all sorts of things come out, and it's a really great roadmap for the year ahead. So it's really fun. I've been doing it. I think this is year 9, maybe even year 10 that I'm stepping into it. So yeah, very exciting.
Awesome.
And we're doing
It's so
our last
funny.
quarter too, right?
Yes, you and I are filming that tomorrow for October. So yeah, October 1st, I'll be releasing that on the channel as well. Dwayne and I have a blast doing quarterly TNA. It's the TNA mashup, of course. I always think tits and ass, right? TNA mashup.
This
We
show's
do the
going
quarterly,
downhill.
which is, of course, tarot and astrology. And we just have a great time. And you know what? Actually, Dwayne, I haven't even reviewed last quarter. So I'm not even sure where we're at in terms of accuracy. Have
We
you?
should watch it before we do it tomorrow.
Yeah, just that's something that I'll have to
See
do
how the
today.
month, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys make sure you watch it before you do it, okay?
Yeah, and then I'm going to be at Peddler's Village, peddlersvillage.org this Friday, and then the following month and the following month, and I'm doing stand up at the Cub Room in New Hope, Pennsylvania, and doing all kinds of fun stuff. And now I'm taking my fragrance on the road to different boutiques. If you have a boutique or you think of a place in the Northeast area that you'd like me to come, and I spend about 3 or 4 hours, and you make your own fragrance, and it's really fun. And it takes about 15 minutes a person, and you can get a bottle of spray or a body lotion or a body wash, or order candles for the holidays and things like that. So check that out, and hopefully I'll see you there.
Yes, I wish you were doing that in the Southwest. I have a candle place that does that, where you can go in and create your own candle, you blend your own scents. But I would love to be able to do that in like a perfume thing. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really fun, and it's fun to do it. And men, women, children, old people, young people, it's great. Everybody loves it. So, and I keep the recipes so you can order more, or you can, that kind of a thing. It's really great.
Well, and everyone kind of appreciates when you smell nice, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of an important thing.
Yeah, you learn that from the French people. They like it when the fragrance lasts long after they're gone. And
oh my God, I can't with you. I can't with you, Dwayne.
Shut up. And you never let me finish before, which is actually good advice.
That's not the first time you've heard that.
If everybody watching this does this one thing, you're all going to feel great. Do it a couple times. Metamucil Martini is where it's at. Let me tell you. 1 or 2 of those, and you will be flowing through the
Metamucil? What am I, 80 years old?
Yeah.
What are you going to tell me? What's that stuff they used to shovel down their throats in giant spoonfuls, Astral or something?
Have a little Metamucil, put your curlers in, and sit down and watch a nice episode of MASH. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another amazing episode of In the Stars with Dwayne and Stacy, the Black Feather Intuitive. No longer just the Black Intuitive. We now know that she's the Black Feather Intuitive since she's white. And we'll see you on the next go around.
And with Keone, bitches.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Keone.